Hi everyone, this is your biology class. I'm your teacher Seema Atreja. Welcome you all in my class. Students, we will start today with post-fertilization changes. And there many things are going to take place. But before we take all those changes, let us quickly go over what has happened so far and the structure which are formed as a result of fertilization and double fertilization. What are they going to give rise to, so that when we take all those steps one by one, we understand which structure give rise to what. So here I am going to draw the structure of ovule, which is present inside the ovary. This is the lowermost part of the carpel, that is swollen ovary, which is present on the receptacle, inside which is present single ovule. I am going to draw it, and it is anatropous type, which is an inverted ovule. This is the stalk of the ovule. It is the inverted type of ovule. It is an bitegmic ovule in which two integments are there, and inside the ovule there is embryo sac is present. Towards the micropillar and egg apparatus, towards the chalazial and antipodals are present, and in between them two polar nuclei are present. After fertilization, what happened? First syngamy takes place, and here is single cell zygote is formed, which consists of 2x number of chromosome, which is the product of fertilization, in which male gamete fuses with the female gamete, and it is present towards the micropillar end. And towards the chalazial end, there were 3 antipodals which degenerate after fertilization, and in the center there is present the product of triple fusion, that is primary endosperm nucleus, which later on changes into primary endosperm cell. Egg changes into zygote like structure. On one side, degenerated synergid, through which pollen tube open into the embryo sac. On the other side, second synergid. On fertilization, it also degenerates. So antipodals and synergids, after fertilization, they degenerate. So 2 cells are now present here. One is zygote cell and the other one is the periendosperm cell, which are the product of double fertilization. Now the post-fertilization changes we are going to discuss here. Before we discuss about post-fertilization changes, what structure going to change after fertilization and what are their fates, we are going to discuss here. This is the ovary. Ovary after fertilization changes into fruit. Or fruit wall, that is pericarp, is produced from ovary after fertilization. This is the ovule. Ovule changes into seed-like structure. These are the two integuments. Changes into seed coat. Two integuments, outer and inner integuments. Outer integument changes into outer seed coat, that is testa, and inner integument changes into inner seed coat, that is tegmen. So integuments changes into seed coat, that is testa, and tegments are developed from integument. Outside this embryo sac there is present nucellus. When the ovule changes into seed, in some cases nucellus is completely consumed, but in some cases when ovule changes into seed, there is a layer of persistent nucellus is present. If the nucellus persists into the seed as a layer, then persistent nucellus in a seed is known as perisperm. So such kind of changes takes place after fertilization. Ovary changes into fruit-like structure. Ovule changes into seed-like structure. Integuments changes into seed coat. If the nucellus persists in a seed, then the persistent nucellus in seed is known as the perisperm layer. Zygote changes into embryo. Primary endosperm cell forms the endosperm. Endosperm is a nutritive tissue which provides nourishment to the developing embryo. And after the complete formation of the seed, in some seed endosperm is not present. They are known as the non-endospermic seed, and in some seed endosperm is present, so they are known as the endospermic seed. Now I am going to discuss one of the post-fertilization change, that is endosperm development. How is the endosperm development takes place? With the help of primary endosperm cell. How is primary endosperm cell? It is the product of triple fusion. What is triple fusion? In which one male gamete fuses with two polar nuclei. This is known as triple fusion. So ploidy level of primary endosperm nucleus is 3N, and later on primary endosperm nucleus changes into primary endosperm cell. So ploidy level of this cell is 3N. Endosperm development is of three types. First type is free nuclear type, second is cellular type, and third one is halobial type. First we will discuss the free nuclear type of endosperm development. What happens in free nuclear type of endosperm development? All the divisions are free nuclear type. Nucleus divides and redivides to form large number of nucleus. Normally what happens? Every nuclear division is followed by cell wall formation, but here no cell wall formation takes place, only nucleus divides and redivides to forms multinucleated structure. It is known as the free nuclear type of endosperm development. We can see this in case of coconut. In coconut what happens? Primary endosperm cell undergoes free nuclear division and lots of nuclei are produced. In case of coconut, the coconut water which we drink is due to the result of free nuclear division. कोकोनट में जो हम कोकोनट वाटर ड्रिंक करते हैं वो फ्री न्यूक्लियर डिवीजन से प्रोड्यूस होता है. Second type of endosperm development is of cellular type. What happens in case of cellular type? Primary endosperm cell, every nuclear division is followed by the cell wall formation. So cellular type of endosperm development takes place. We can observe this also in case of coconut. In case of coconut, at the periphery, white kernel of coconut, which is the edible portion in case of coconut, is the result of cellular type of development of endosperm. कोकोनट में जो वाइट एडिबल पोर्शन होता है वो सेलुलर एंडोस्पर्म है, जो कि सेलुलर टाइप ऑफ एंडोस्पर्म डेवलपमेंट की वजह से बनता है. तो कोकोनट में हम दोनों टाइप्स को ऑब्जर्व करते हैं, फ्री न्यूक्लियर टाइप भी और सेलुलर टाइप. व्हाट हैपन्स इन केस ऑफ कोकोनट? प्राइमरी एंडोस्पर्म सेल at the start, at the first, there is free nuclear division takes place. Free nuclear division takes place and coconut water is produced. And later on at the periphery, every nuclear division is followed by the cytokinesis, that is cell wall formation. So at the periphery, white edible portion of coconut is produced due to cellular type of development of endosperm. This is how in case of coconut, first free nuclear type of endosperm development takes place and then cellular type of endosperm development takes place. Development of endosperm in case of coconut is very, very important from the CBSE point of view. Now we discuss the third type of endosperm development, that is halobial type of endosperm development. It is in between the nuclear and cellular type. What happens in this case? In primary endosperm cell, first nuclear division takes place, two nucleus are produced, which is followed by the cell wall formation, and two cells are produced. Later on, in one cell, cellular type of endosperm development takes place, and in the other cell, free nuclear type of endosperm development takes place. So in halobial, endosperm development exists in between the free nuclear and cellular type. First cellular and then two cells are produced. That is, first nuclear division is followed by the cell wall formation, two cells are produced, and then later on one cell shows cellular type of endosperm development and another cell show free nuclear type of endosperm development. I think the concept of endosperm development and post-fertilization changes events which we discuss in this video are very much clear to you all. Thank you so much.